Howdy, I'm Jackie. This is Jackie Sore Plays. Let's play Mass Effect. Ow! That looks like a space toilet. Oh, that's just a chair. Oh, I'm in the medical room. Replenish Medigel. Codex.
Medigel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one. Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases.
Do you think that space bears use Medigel to plug up their buttholes so they can hibernate all winter without shitting themselves? I think we're gonna go somewhere and try to figure out these visions. I think that's what my job is right now. So we're gonna go speak to Joker to bring the Normandy into dock at the Citadel. Oh, we're going to the Citadel, okay. I feel like we didn't get that much information from the beacon, and I thought maybe it already had been sucked dry, but maybe I just thought about this, is that maybe Sarin saw the same thing, but he's able to make more sense of it. But he was really mad that we used the beacon, and I didn't notice this yesterday, but he wants to kill us. I didn't see that part yesterday. All I saw was the booba, but he said we gotta be eliminated. Me and Jane. So even though we're just a dumb human who can't make sense of what we saw, he's gonna kill us, or he's gonna get us killed. I think that what would be a great plan for him to do is to let us join the Spectre, or the Spectres, not because I want to join the Spectre so bad. That's not where this plan comes from. But he should let us join the Spectres, and then we'll be on the same team, and he'll know where we are at all times, and it'll be really easy to eliminate us. First, we're gonna go check out the codex. I love the codex. The codex is the best thing ever invented. Oh, I have to read this myself. Although the Citadel is equipped with masseffect, generating element 0 cores. What the fuck is masseffect? Most of the gravity on the station is generated by the centrifugal force of rotation. Oh my god, it's just like Xenon Girl of the 21st century. The Citadel is just like a space station? I thought it was gonna be something else. I thought it was gonna be on a planet.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction,
presumably, the narrator's on my side.
To call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel
we have an
Tower
embassy
in
too.
the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it.
Mysterious race called the Keepers. Populated by millions? How big is this thing? It's virtually indestructible. That sounds like a challenge. I think I know what me and Jane are gonna do. We're gonna blow up the Citadel. We're supposed to talk to Joker, but I'm gonna talk to everyone.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
There was like a tooltip or something that said the messages on the right will progress the conversation. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew. Yeah, I'm Kaiden, I'm also going to pretend that I'm sad about losing Jenkins so that nobody thinks that I'm a cold-hearted bitch. So I understand where you're coming from, but truly, how are you holding up?
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
Yeah, I actually didn't really realize that that's what we were doing. But I guess that is what I did. Because he was trying to blow up. He had like 4 huge bombs he was trying to set off. And I just was trying to stop him from blowing me up. Like, all I cared about was that if the bombs go off, then I'm gonna blow up. I wasn't really thinking about the farmers and the people there. But I really did just save an entire planet. Or I guess a colony or whatever. Kind of amazing. Oh wait, it did take me out of the last... I don't have the same dialogue. You helped. Do I like Kaiden? I guess Kaiden's fine. There was one time in the beginning, right when we got down on the planet, where he was like, gas bags? Ugh! You know? And we love gas bags in this house, so I wasn't happy about that. But then Jenkins died and I was happy, just in general, so I'll forgive him for that. I'll say he helped. Though I think Ashley Gunnery, who we met like 3/4 of the way into the mission, was more helpful.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Okay, I don't know why you gotta keep bringing up Jenkins. I believe it, okay? I believe the bit. You're sad about Jenkins. Yes, you're a normal person. Soldiers die. Kaiden, you need to accept reality. Soldiers die, including you, Kaiden. You're next, bitch!
There's nothing we could have done to save him.
No, I know that, but I don't have to like it.
It's been
That's
a hell
fair.
of a shakedown cruise. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not gonna be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
Oh my god, I just realized that this is actually a good thing. Because now that a Spectre is dead, they're gonna need to fill that spot. They're gonna need another Spectre. And they're gonna come crawling to me. And by me, I mean Jane. And I'm gonna be able to be like, what's the pay? What are the benefits? Oh, that's amazing. All right. Rest in peace, Nihilus. Your death won't be in vain. Seems like you've been around. Oh, because he's like, blah, blah, blah. Citadel Council.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career?
Oh, it's just a compliment.
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted.
He's so quiet.
Actually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
Technically, yeah. Right? I enlisted because of my parents. I'm in it for the action? What am I, Jenkins? Something similar, yeah. I mean, also completely different at the same time.
I was a regular Navy brat. I got a little more noteworthy than the folks expected.
Oh, that's right, a cruise. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
Can I tell you why? Legally? I feel like I'm getting a little too close to him. I need to set up like a emotional boundary. Just follow your orders, brother.
If the captain thought you needed to know, he'd tell you.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
He's getting
Whatever
a little
happens,
too
we'll be
loosey-goosey.
ready.
Ashley Gunner!
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Wait, you didn't know what is this? What is this conspiracy? Ashley Gunner didn't know Jenkins? She was down on the planet when we got there. And she just got assigned to our ship. Some weird going on here. Soldiers die. Get over it. No, wait, I said that last time. I'm gonna say he'll be missed.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
What? What? If Jenkins was alive, I might not be here. Oh, you mean because of being assigned? I thought she meant I might not be here, like I might be dead. But she means she just might not be on the ship. Who cares? I would have kicked Jenkins out of the airlock. Anyway, there would have been an opening, okay? Don't worry, Ashley.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
How you holding up?
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
Can I confide in her? Can I tell her the truth? I think the mission was a failure and that we all should have died down there for not doing our job properly and letting Nihilus get killed. Those are my true feelings. But she did help. I mean, I told Kaiden that he helped, so.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Don't disappoint me.
Everyone on this ship has to do his or her part, Williams. Remember that.
Understood, ma'am.
I gotta keep a good balance. I can't be too nice to these people or they'll get a little too close. I learned that with that weirdo over there. Hello, doctor.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Yes. Personal questions.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
I think that she is the type of character that reads fanfiction about herself, where she's shipped with her patients. Any regrets?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
There's something special about working on soldiers. Is it that they're fucking wounded all the time? Captain Anderson.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
I'm trying to remember my conversations with Captain Anderson. I think he seemed pretty fine. Kaiden?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Oh. Is that something to do with being a biotic? He said he was biotic.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Complications?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Kaiden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Migraines can also be pretty bad. Is this foreshadowing? Goodbye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I think we should not get too close to Kaiden, because I feel like he's a character that's not gonna be around for very long. At least not in a good way. Or maybe it's fine. Let's go talk to Tobey Maguire. I walked the wrong way. It would have been nice if I walked all the way over there and they fucking talked to me at least. They could say hello. They could give me a cheeky little salute. I don't know where to go. Are there doors? Oh, these doors actually work. Oh, that's Captain Anderson. Hello.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
I gotta get to the front of the ship. Okay. I remember this. I feel like he just, oh my god, he's giving me some wild eyes. I don't think he likes that I didn't see his salute. I mean, Jane didn't see it. I saw it. I saluted back at you. Nav manual. This guy is kind of slaying. Look, he's got his butt popped out. Oh, Navigator Pretzel.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Yeah, that was so sad. That's gonna be hard to get past. Alright, Joker. What's up? Is he not gonna be like, hey, you need something? He's just gonna acknowledge that I'm standing here silently. He's not even gonna give me just a what's up? No? Alright, I guess I have to initiate the conversation.
Timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
This... That's a relay? Why does this music remind me of Batman?
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy?
I'm just saying, we need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Who's that guy? He's just the dock guy. Is that a Turian? The other one? Oh, that was an abrupt cut.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Maybe they should be asking how he got to the top. A little suspicious if you ask me. That was a pretty cool cutscene. The music was really beautiful. I wonder why they would not believe the accusations against Saren. Like, until now, has he been really good at pretending to be a good guy? That he's truly got them fooled? Or are they corrupt? He's dangerous. Not that dangerous. Couldn't take me out. I'm just gonna say it's the truth.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. If they don't stop him, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That was Nihilus's fault. Oh, I mean Saren. Oh, sorry, I just did big victim blaming moment.
Of evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Alright. Ashley just got a bunch of points. I think we all know that it wasn't Saren's fault, and it wasn't Nihilus's fault. It was Jenkins' fault. If Jenkins had stayed alive, then I think we would have been more successful in the mission. Hello.
Big place.
Big place. Thanks for your input. Big place. What do you think, Ashley?
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Oh, that's a little That's a little problematic, Ashley. You're gonna lose points for that one. Sorry. Let's decrypt this. Easy decryption. Easy decryption. Alliance patrol report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Rho cluster. Or is it Ruh, like pho? She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Did I just get a side quest? I guess we just go. Our goal is to expose Saren. We gotta go to the tower, Citadel, and the Galactic Government. That guy's got the same... So there was... I saw there was a Turian on the three of them. They were holograms, so I couldn't really tell, but he's got this same... edgy face paint as Nihilus. And then these are two totally different aliens.
The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
I'm guessing the middle one is the mediators, and the one in the, like, that looks like their existence is hidden in the shadows is the gathering intelligence and info ones, but who knows. I didn't feel like she was particularly diplomatic. Technology.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass-effect fields.
Tell me what that means!
Impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass-effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects.
Oh!
Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
Yeah, we read about Shanxi with all those kids. Okay, no wait, Singapore? I don't remember. Anyway, okay. Oh my god, I get it. Okay, I think it'd make more sense if it was Mass Effect with an A. Like you affect the mass of things, but I guess it's also like when you do it, it is an effect. Okay, that makes sense. Mass Effect title finally makes sense. You are affecting the mass, lowering it, raising it, rapidly shifting mass fields. Sounds a little weird. That's cool. That's kind of cool. Okay, I like that. That's a cool information. I still am not very good at using my skills though. Oh, I love all the plantery here. The plant and the greenery, plant life. It's very nice. Is this real? Is this not synthetic or artificial? It's gotta be artificial, right? We're like on a space station. Why would there be like an atmosphere? I mean the sky, by the way. We're out of here. I don't know which way to go. I hate my camo suit. Door. Not door. This is also a door. What is Ashley doing? This is a door that automatically opens.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
They're like gorillas, but if a gorilla was a bald alien. Look at their little feet! What's going on here? Do you ride them? I'm just kidding. That was so demeaning. I'm so sorry. Who is this? Din Korlak?
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Dan. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
Yes, I have questions. Why so cranky? Volus.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
No, history.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy.
Globalization.
However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the council.
I wonder who decides the seats and how the people who decides them. Humans also don't. We could bond over that. We also don't have a seat, but also I feel like we've only been embasying for like 20 years or something. I don't remember what year they said. Culture.
Tell me about volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Are those other guys also volus? Embassy?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the volus and the elkor.
Oh, elkor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow volus when I'm not being interrupted.
Okay. Ambassador.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the council.
Chastising rebuke, Den. The council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the council long before our species will.
I wonder why he thinks that. I like the elkor. Are they like super objective and honest?
Why aren't the elkor or volus part of the council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the council. All but the Earth Clans.
He's so bitter.
Dismissive. Ignore the volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Why so cranky?
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Dan.
Yeah.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Den. Your species has always been granted many concessions.
Call him out.
Territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
I think that's just because they're kind of hoity-toity. Okay, I should go.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Goodbye.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Zeltan.
Hello there, human.
Hello.
Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
I like it when you put your feelings into words and it's just true. What a great way to let people know what you mean. What's wrong?
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
I don't know what a consort is. Yeah, consort?
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious. You have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort.
I don't.
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
What'd she do?
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Good day. Oh my god, what is this? Do you think they type faster than me? They're cheating. They have less fingers per hand, but I think overall they have more, right? 3 times 4? They have 12. That's cheating. Look at their little backpack contraption. What is this? I can't talk to them. I love you.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
What is wrong with her? I'm gonna leave. What? What? What are you doing? What was that? I'm a little... Ashley is really, I liked Ashley yesterday, and I feel like she's a little... She's still very interesting, but I'm gonna say she doesn't have an inherent likability to her. You know? Non-council races.
The volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
They're space capitalists, and they also like human trafficking. Oh, there's a receptionist. I like this alien. I know this is the same species as the hooded thing, but I like how they look. They look cool. Turian. Okay. Citadel Rapid Transit. As you explore the Citadel, more locations will unlock. Why do you walk like that? Hello.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
Commander?
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
I'm a notable person. Personal question.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
Busy? If you're not busy, we could go out for a drink.
Be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
So true. I know exactly what that's like. Location?
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
Oh, the hologram?
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Okay. I thought that I was gonna be recepted.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
A little bit. Hello.
Greetings
I have questions.
Welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Virtual guide?
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
That's what I call my secret meetings also. Or that's how I describe them. We're discussing matters of interstellar importance you wouldn't understand. CSEC. I was wondering what CSEC is.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Pallin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Pallin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Okay, thank you. Embassy. Specters!
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels.
I want to do that.
In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
I want to be that. Council.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
After she said the Turians were invited because of their contribution during the Krogan Rebellion, it felt like she paused for me to be like, oh my god, whoa, the Turians are so cool, or something. I feel like she was waiting for a response, and I didn't give it to her. Sounds too perfect. Maybe. I didn't think Valdoppel, maybe.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
You mean you're not programmed to talk shit about the Council, more like? Because you're programmed by the Council.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
By whom? Why was humanity opposed?
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
What do you think? I don't think she thinks, Jane, but we'll ask.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
This is my romantic interest, Avina. Why were the volus first?
How come the volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Just an embassy?
Why weren't they made a council race?
The council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's interesting. I mean, when you word it that way, it sounds like they're being, you know, nice and thoughtful. Or actually, lesser species? Lesser species maybe isn't a nice and thoughtful way to describe other species. Okay.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
I meant that they're being thoughtful about not placing that burden on them if they won't be able to meet expectations, but I'm back on board with thinking they just think that they're inferior. Let's go. I wish I was a Turian. I think they look the coolest. Oh, hello. Another one of these guys. Oh, I love them so much. And an elkor diplomat.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
It's good to meet you too. Delighted welcome to you as well. Codex.
A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
Oh, interesting. I'm glad the software emulation of living personalities is illegal. We need some of those laws. Where are laws at? Council races?
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
First, I want to Google parthenogenesis, a natural form of asexual reproduction, in which the embryo develops directly from an egg without need for fertilization. Fascinating. Is the matriarch an Asari? She is blue. She's called the matriarch. She might be an Asari. I think she is an Asari. I don't want to be wrong though. I don't want to say wrong things. Then I look silly. I want to be melded with. Just for fun. I just want to see what it feels like. That's cool. Asaris are cool. Citadel conventions. Do they have merch? Is there an artist alley? These diplomatic talks occurred in the wake of the Krogan rebellions. Oh, hold on. Where did I learn about the Krogan rebellions? I was thinking either the timeline or the... Only after the Krogan rebellions did the Spectre's activities become publicized. That's not very descriptive. Who are the Krogan? These diplomatic talks occurred in the wake of the Krogan rebellions as a response to the destruction of the conflict in an attempt to distance the Council from the brutal Krogan warfare. The conventions regulate... Oh, is this like Geneva Convention use of the word? The conventions regulate the use of weapons of mass destruction. A WMD. Use of WMD is forbidden on garden worlds like Earth with ecospheres that can readily support a population. If we're considered a garden world, that's cute. Conventions do not forbid the use of WMD on hostile worlds or in sealed space station environments. The conventions graded WMDs into tiers of concern. Tier 1 is the greatest threat to galactic peace. Tier 1 are large kinetic impactors such as asteroid drops or deorbiting space stations. What were the WMDs they were using during the Krogan rebellion that sparked this regulation? Presidium Ring is an enclosed loop of park-like space serving as the connection point for the wards. Okay. Gravity is about 1/3 Earth normal. A holographic sky is projected over the ceiling of the ring. That answers my question. Unlike the 24/7 bustle of the wards, the Presidium maintains a 20-hour day schedule. Jeez. With a 6-hour night, where lights are dimmed and the sky goes through a night cycle. Okay. The tower at the center of the ring holds the administration of the Citadel Council. The tower rises over 1 kilometer from the ring, appearing to thrust forward parallel to the ward arms. Treaty of Phyrexian. Due to the destructive potential of dreadnoughts, the council races agreed at the Phyrexian Naval Conference to fix a ratio of dreadnought construction between themselves. At the top of the pyramid is the peacekeeping Turian fleet. Below the Turians are the other council races. I just associate the word peacekeeping with police in my brain. Council associate races are at the bottom. Human Systems Alliance is part of this last group, at the bottom. The ratio of Turian to Council to Associate Dreadnoughts is 5-3-1. For every Dreadnought, humans are permitted to build. The Asari have 3 and the Turians have 5. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. I don't know what a Dreadnought is. Some sort of ship. Maybe a big bad ship? Capable of big boomery? Big bad boomery? Executor Pallin. They were talking about Pallin. Executor. What is this? This looks like a lounge. A bartender?
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
Commander? Why is she always like Commander?
You know who I am?
Your arrival created a bigger than average stir among the diplomats and hangers-on around here. There's always something new happening around here. I could fill you in on some points of interest if you'd like.
Yeah, fill me in.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and
Sha'ira.
If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I try Flux or Cora's Den.
Okay.
What is Sha'ira's?
Sha'ira.
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors
I do know what consort means.
At one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, very respected. Very powerful. I want to meet her. I want to meet Sha'ira.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Maybe some rogues and roughnecks in there. Nasana?
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Okay, sorry. This... yeah, okay. I was gonna say this...
Believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
This guy is just vibing. He's like, I'm staying out of this. So she deals in secrets. She knows everyone's secrets. They confide in her because they're sad and lonely.
What do you want?
Oh,
Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
Consort? Give me the deets.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Does she meld with people, or is that just for procreating?
Can you at least tell me where
I need the specifics.
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
Why are you so condescending, Ashley? Thanks, kid. Starting to hate Ashley, I gotta be honest with you. I mean, not that I liked Fredericks. Not that I'm trying to defend Private Fredericks, but he's just sort of a dumb, awkward man dude. Thanks, kid. I hope she's next. You know what I mean. Executor Pallin. They were talking about Pallin earlier. Man, Turians just look so cool. I want to be a Turian and I want to be a Spectre. Ah. I'm failing. It said easy. Wait, can I touch the orange ones? Oh, I failed. I panicked. What's up?
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Who are you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Pallin, head of CSEC.
Oh, head of security.
It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
Oh, he doesn't like them very much.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
What do you mean that's a bit naive? What does that mean? I need to say it in order to know what that means.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
But how many people have died?
You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres? They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
Does that mean Saren is gonna go unpunished? Spectres are important. Yeah, Spectres are important, bitch! You're gonna regret saying this shit when I'm a Spectre.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything.
Wait, I agree with him, actually.
Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
Okay, hold on. Jane, maybe because of my choices, she's almost kind of turning a blind eye and being like, it's necessary. What can you do? I really want Saren to be punished. I want him to be fired. If he gets the job done. No. No, I'm not gonna say that. That's not what I believe. No.
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
Yeah.
True. But the potential is always there.
I feel like it's a nuanced conversation. I don't think it's black and white. I think that sometimes the justice system doesn't get the job done, okay? And so many people just do stuff and they are allowed to run free and do more harmful stuff if they have enough like power or money or authority. But that also applies to the Spectres themselves, and they should be held accountable. I disagree with both of them. Whatever.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
Okay, that's fair. We're not favorites. Wow, you kind of sound like a little defensive. A little defensive there, Jane. Is it because you know it's true? The volus also think that we're favorites.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
I'm sorry. What about... I'm gonna ask you about your job. I'll let you talk about yourself.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
The C in ACAB stands for CSEC. Investigation?
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I love his teeth. All right, goodbye.
I'll be going now.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Very interesting. No. Okay. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. You think it was on purpose, or they like just accidentally CC'd a bunch of people? Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together, we must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Eta cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Interesting. What do you think about that, Kaiden?
Sure is peaceful here.
Okay, that's probably a quest. A commune? The strange biotic commune. The CSEC is a volunteer police service. Does that mean they don't get paid? Answering to the Citadel Council. The 200,000 constables of CSEC are responsible for maintaining public order in the densely populated Citadel. Joining CSEC is prestigious. Applications must be sponsored by the Citadel Counselor or the ambassador of an associate council race. Generally, applicants have many years of distinguished service in the military or police forces of their nation. CSEC and the Spectres are often at odds. Many CSEC members, notably current executor Venari Pallin believe that allowing specters to be above the law is a dangerous practice. The actions of Sauron Arterius lend credence to this position. The specters in turn are aggravated when CSEC's dedication to procedure and due process hampers their investigation. Okay. CSEC and specters are not friends. Okay, they operate independently. Granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. I definitely would wonder, like, what does the council really want specters to be like, you know? And the way they describe specters, they're like, some of them are empathetic peacekeepers, others are cold-blooded assassins. As in, like, the council knows that when they pick them, that these people might, in order to deal with threats to peace and stability, some of the specters might assassinate some people. However, in our history, governments have gotten people to assassinate people in charge of other countries under the guise of helping them, when really what they wanted to do was install their own proxy leader in that country so they would have influence and power. I definitely don't trust the dealing with threats to peace and stability situation. The council is just 3 people? I guess it's 3 people that represent 3 races, and allegedly they listen to the ambassadors and stuff, but I definitely wouldn't be trusting 3 people to be in charge of making good decisions and not ever, ever, ever being self-concerned. Suspicious. I do wonder, like, how did they justify this when they created the specters? Or did they answer to anyone? Was it just those 3 people being like, this is what we need, so we're gonna make this group and we're gonna hire people for it, and nobody ever questioned it? The council is fine with people assassinating someone if it keeps peace and stability. But even the specters who are doing it right, like, why is everyone okay with that? They're already not being held accountable for how they're doing it right. They're already, like, not being held accountable for ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. What a weird setup. I didn't really think that deeply about it, but now I don't really understand why there isn't more fuss about it, you know? I do think they're cool, though. They're just going all over space, being cool, doing cool space shit. I think they're cool in a fictional world, and I want to be one. What is my actual quest? Go to the tower. The Citadel Tower is over there. I'm over here. To Citadel Tower. The tower is this way. But I want to go across the bridge and see the consort. What is that? Look at that little guy. What is that? Oh, VI. Avina.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele.
Look at those quads.
The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the council.
What's up with the Krogans? Okay, so the Krogans helped in the Rachni Wars. They got a statue, but then their rebellion was suppressed with help by the specters, which exposed the specters, and people were mad. But why did they rebel? What were they rebelling against?
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
How they were expanding and colonizing violently, but how was that a rebellion? What do you mean? And then she said that, and then she was like, the rebellions had begun. How is that a rebellion? Sounds like a vicious cycle. For 100 years.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Uh-huh. Well, now that you said that, I feel like they're definitely going to be a threat to galactic peace. They're the ones with the biggest military.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Wow. Why didn't they just move there when they had too many people?
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
So, we opened up the relays to them, and then the Rachni used the relays to conquer the rest of space?
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Serves them right? Jane! Jane is, does not believe in nuance, I think. I think it is wild that they hunted them down to extinction. That's a lot. I also think that it's a little funny that the Turians attacked the humans for turning on a relay whenever, I guess the Turians weren't a part of it, but Citadel people were turning on relays that, as far as I understand, is what allowed the Rachni to come and conquer other parts of space. Maybe they should have been a little more thoughtful with the relays that they turned on. Actually, maybe that's where that law came from. Or whatever, that rule. I'm not gonna say serves them right.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
I do think they look pretty cool. Enormous quads, cool armor, kind of warrior turtle vibes with whatever's going on with their back. And they have like reptilian-y features. Why did the Krogans help against the Rachni? I guess they just volunteered to help. I'm guessing that they just like violence. I can't believe there were no repercussions for hunting them down as they were retreating and wiping out an entire species? That's wild. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Why do they keep throwing so much interesting lore at me? I love these bugs. I don't know what they're doing, but I love them. Is that a Rachni? These are the descendants of Rachni. They're survivors. I also don't like that they wiped out a bug species. I love bugs. Oh my god. The shopkeeper... What are you? I love you. That's so long leggies.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Personal question.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Okay, I'd like to buy something.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Do I have money? Oh, I have this stuff. These are expensive. Sorta Foundation license for the Normandy Quartermaster. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna buy it. It says unique item. It only costs is 100. Sell all junk. I don't know what is junk. Sell all junk. Or sure you want to sell junk? No, sorry, that made me scared. Never mind. I bought the Certa Foundation license.
Great work.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Interesting. I might come back here, try and come back here before I leave. I haven't learned about this species yet. The Solarians. They look grumpy and or sad. Nalina.
Welcome, I am Nalina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
I need an appointment? Look at me! I'm hot. I think that she should want to meet with me. This is for her, actually.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
The matriarch had black lipstick on, but had an even darker black lipstick rectangle on her bottom lip. This one is much more apparent, because it's white. Personal question.
What do you do here, Nalina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
How?
What exactly do you
Do you offer them a free sody pop?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
Consort.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
Is she mystical?
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
All right.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in...
3 or 4 months? Are you serious?
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I think I'm done here.
I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nalina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Oh, okay, cool. I was about to whip my gun out and see if that did anything.
Of course, mistress.
Why ominous music?
It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Why? It's not a self-esteem issue. I'm just curious.
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself.
Did she just wink at me?
She'll be waiting for you.
I should have said maybe later. I'm kind of busy. I should play hard to get. What is this egg? I want to go in here.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
Okay, I thought she was gonna be like super, super hot, but she's just normal hot. Who are you? I know who she is. Jane, you're such an idiot sometimes. This is Shaira. She's the consort. How many people have we investigated in order to already know who she is way before we even got here? What do you want?
You wanted to speak with me?
I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Oh, what's... What's my expertise? I don't actually know what I am good at. Ugh. What?
Tell me about this problem you're having.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out, Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me.
You want me to kill him?
If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I
Don't
believe he will
do
listen to you and let the matter be.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't caress my face.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
I will say my inclination is definitely not to say okay. My inclination is to say not interested because she caressed my face, which I thought was weird, but I'm maybe willing to compromise and say I'll see. If I can find the time, maybe. It could be an interesting quest.
I don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Commander. That is all I can ask. Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Why is she rubbing all over me?
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
I'm not doing. I'm gonna go tell the general more lies about you, and I'm gonna tell him that they're facts. So that's what you get for being a weirdo. Didn't like that. She doesn't know. I'm already spoken for. I've got my heart set on the matriarch, okay? She was just so nonchalant. She was just sort of like unbothered and well endowed. Barla Vaughn. What is this? Oh, this is the bank. Right. They're into currency and stuff.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. The tale of how you survived the great tragedy on Akuz is truly remarkable. I am amazed each time I hear it.
Why does he breathe like that? Are you spying on me? What? Jane? Why are you being so paranoid? What part of that conversation made you think that he's spying on you?
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Okay. Personal questions.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient.
This man is TurboTax. He's probably lobbying the government or the council to make sure that everything stays fucking too complex and complicated for the average alien to understand, so that they can't handle their own money. Is this legal? What are you gonna do? Arrest him, Jane? What are you, a fucking cop?
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
Tell me about... actually, I don't know. Normally, I would, like, you know, comment and get more information, but I just don't really like the way he talks about stuff. He's so, like, brown-nosy. Goodbye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Does he literally have a brown nose, actually? Is that his nose? Has he literally had his nose up someone's asshole? Been sniffing their shit? Now we're going to the Citadel Tower, finally. I'm curious how it's gonna be that I'm able to go and do side quests if they're on different planets. If they're going to, at some point, just give me free reign to decide, like, where I can go.
Look at
Keeper!
that bug thing over there.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Please do not disturb them. Oh, I'm gonna disturb them, Avina. You can suck my ass. Please tell me about the keepers. I'm sorry, Avina.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures.
I didn't even look at it, Avina.
Behind me is the spectacular relay monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Keepers.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Why here?
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
What? Were they already here? You can't communicate with them. They're in complete control of the functioning of the Citadel, and they... What? Why are y'all okay with that? I mean, I would be okay with it because they're cute, but why do they trust them that much? Were they already here before they got here?
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
This is a weird angle.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person.
Did they program you to say that?
The councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I've been asked to go there.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
Okay. Log off.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
You just refer to yourself in the third person, you weirdo. They remind me a little bit of the little, like, bonded pairs. The aliens in Star Trek TNG, but they could communicate with them. Into the Citadel Tower. It's like completely different up here. This is pallin.
Sam's hiding something. Give me more time.
Garrus!
Stall them.
Oh my god, I've seen that name before.
Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
I didn't know that's in Mass Effect.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
Why does he wear this stupid thing on his eyeball? Okay, you don't like Saren. You blew it. I don't... What? What are these options? Why would I say these things? I have no information. I don't know what the outcome of the investigation was. Okay, what did you find?
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Ugh, he looks like such a dork. Codex.
Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous...
Stargate also was here, put down by, like, an ancient, much more advanced species or whatever. Literally called the Ancients, but they really are very Stargatey, actually.
Allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
Okay, that's the main reason for not wanting to activate relays? You just don't know where they'll go? Seems a little bit of pussy-ass bitch behavior to me. Hanar.
The hanar are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness.
I love them.
With scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical. So instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kaje, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many hanar worship them, and hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
I love them so much. The face name is known in the world, the soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. That's so deep.
When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered
the Keepers were already here.
A docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the great Prothean station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs. Biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
I love them. They're so cool.
Though now extinct, the rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
They're just little bugs. The Krogan rebellions. Oh, this is them. Kinda cute. After the Rachni War, the quick-breeding Krogan expanded at the expense of their neighbors. Warlords leveraged their veteran soldiers to seize living space, while the council races were still grateful. Over centuries, the Krogan conquered world after world. There was always just one more needed. Oh my god, they're gamers. When the council finally demanded withdrawal from the Asari colony of Lucia, Krogan overlord Kridak stormed off the Citadel, daring the council to take their worlds back. But the council had taken precautions. The finest STG operators and Asari huntresses had been drafted into a covert observation force, the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. The Spectres opened the war with debilitating strategic strikes. Krogan planets went dark as computer viruses flooded the extranet. Sabotage antimatter refineries disappeared in blue-white annihilation. Still, this only delayed the inevitable. The war would have been lost if not for first contact with the Turians, who responded to Krog. I thought the hey, don't just use the word first contact. Okay, for other first contacts with people, okay, the first contact is special. It was the moment that we, the humans, met the Turians. You don't get to claim first contact. When you first contacted them, you gotta call it something else. They responded to Krogan threats with a prompt declaration of war. Being on the far side of Krogan space from the Council, the Turians advanced rapidly into the lightly defended Krogan rear areas. The Turians like going in the Krogan rear area. I see. The Krogans responded by dropping space stations and asteroids on Turian colonies. Oh, that's a WMD. That's a WMD. That's a tier 1, baby. 3 worlds were rendered completely uninhabitable. This was precisely the wrong approach to take with the Turians. Each is first and foremost a public servant, willing to risk his life to protect his comrades. Rather than increasing public war wariness, Krogan tactics stiffened Turian resolve. The arrival of Turian task forces saved many worlds from the warlords' marauding fleets, but it took development of the genophage bioweapon to end the war. There were decades of unrest afterwards. Rogue warlords and holdout groups of insurgents refused to surrender or disappeared into the frontier systems to become pirates. Cool. I love them so much. Keepers. I want to be a keeper. I want to be a keeper, or I want to be a hanar. What are you doing? You taking a break?
Don't be ridiculous. The volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the volus? No. The hanar are likely to be next, then the elkor.
You may be right, though the hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
I feel like it's awkward to talk about humans when I'm a human and I'm right in front of you. Maybe Turians don't understand awkwardness. Captain Anderson, I'm here.
It's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me.
This has happened before.
And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
You're the one who set the bombs! Wait, how did it get destroyed? Oh, because I touched it? Right, yeah, it like blew up on me. I feel like maybe one traumatized farmer or whatever, their testimony is not like enough evidence to convict them, but it's enough proof, it's enough to make it worth looking into a little deeper and like just kind of sussing and sniffing out the situation a little more than just being like, there's no evidence, so whatever. How did you get involved?
The mission to Eden Prime was
why were you there?
The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed.
They're saying he wasn't even there?
From a human.
Insults? Typical. No, I feel like that in itself is an insult. To be like, oh, all you can do is insult humans, whatever. I think I should just threaten his life. You know? For the cinema of it all.
You can expect me to kill you the next time we meet.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
I don't want to join the Spectres if you're one of them, bitch!
That's not his decision!
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
I'll find proof! I'm gonna take you down. I'm gonna prove that you're a bitch, and then the council is gonna apologize to me, and then I'm gonna murder you, and the council is gonna be like, there's another spot on the Spectres. Please, I'm begging you, join us. I don't care that you committed murder. What matters is that you did it really well. That's what they're gonna say to me.
You can't hide behind the council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
The dream isn't supposed to be submitted as proof of Saren. It's supposed to be like, I had this dream about the potential destruction of the universe. Maybe we should look into that a little bit. I hate the council. No, I hate everyone. Nobody's saying the right stuff. What's the point?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
I wonder if that could have went better. I don't think so. Surely. That was my fault, right?
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Surely, like, regardless of Saren or not, we could just view this as, like, the Geth might come and attack all of our colonies, and we should just prepare against the Geth. The reason he has so much power is because he has the Geth on his side. We just didn't think the Geth would attack, because they were chilling for 200 years, but now we need to be aware that the Geth is going to attack. Who cares about Saren? I hope the Geth turn on him and he gets impaled. Why are the Geth working for him anyway? How do you know Saren?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Now what?
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that C-Sec investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
I'll talk to him. He could be useful. I don't trust him. Why? Jane, why? Why don't you trust him? You just met him! He could be useful. I think so. He could be useful because I want to provide proof. I really just think we should kill Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in C-Sec who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You're so negative.
I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
But also, hold on, pause. If these Spectre guys can just do whatever they want, and they do lots of murdering and assassinating and whatever, and they don't punish them, and they're not going to punish Saren for killing another Spectre, Nihilus, do they really even care that much? If a Spectre dies, gets killed? Like, if I was able to kill Saren, would I be investigated? And would they come at me with the same strict requirement for proof as they're letting Saren off with? Okay. Captain Anderson is like a little judgmental, and I'm on it. I'll find Garrus. Sure. Whatever.
I'll take care of it.
I don't care about the captain.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Little midnight rendezvous?
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Oh, wait, we're still finding Harkin? I thought we were gonna find Garrus. I thought Harkin was the fucking loser. Oh, Captain Anderson says, I won't waste my time with that loser. And Udina says, you won't have to. I don't want you handling this. Shepard's gonna handle it. So we're still on finding Harkin, because Harkin is in C-Sec. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I had such a hard time retaining that dialogue. Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards. Ugh. If I'm going to Cora's Den, I might as well do Shaira's quest. Any other leads?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barlavan's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
I'm poor. Can you give me some money? Can you give me a budget for this? Can I expense it? Also, why did Ashley butt in for 1 second? Nobody was talking to you. What about you and Saren?
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
I don't like that. I wonder why Saren is working with the Geth. Like, what is his actual goal and motivation? I'm so curious. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought. Potential response: so would I? Jane, you need to go to therapy. He's a monster. Let me think. Do I think he's a monster? I don't know that I think he's a monster. I think he's fucked up. I usually think that, well, I don't know. I don't know what his goal is. It depends on his goal. If he, like, sometimes villains are so fucking warped. Their brains are so warped that they think that, like, they have to do this thing or they have to get this goal, but to get there, they'll destroy 100 other planets. And I don't think that makes them a monster. I think that makes them fucked up. But I don't know what his goal is. It depends on what his goal is. I don't want to call him a monster. I think he's an asshole. But also, does he really hate humans just because we've, like, expanded so much? Isn't that what they said? Like, Turians don't like humans because we're like, just going all over the place or something, or so, whatever. Let me see what investigate is. This is hard for me. It's not like Saren's listening, but this is defining what I think about Saren. I can't just choose without all the information. And I don't have enough information, and I don't completely trust Captain Anderson's perspective. Because, like, I feel bad for the Geth. I would really like to know specifically why Saren hates humans so much, and also what his motivation is, what his goal is, before I call him a monster. He might be a monster. And it's definitely not good to kill 1,000 innocent people. That's tough. That's a toughie.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Who was it earlier that was like, that's what you get for being so close to the Atticus Traverse? Or settling so close to, wasn't that the council? I don't remember. Ugh, there's so much information in this game. Harkin.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC
Called him a
about
loser.
20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
They abandoned him? These feel reverse. Shouldn't... Why protect him? Of course they stopped stepping in. Shouldn't that be the, like, sort of mean one?
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share.
And a loser.
If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
Oh, these are not options. They're just investigation? They're just further talking?
Guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
I don't believe that.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
Why do they not see that he has... They have had 15 years to see that he has a problem? And instead of just bailing him out, why don't you help him to have less problems? This guy is so, like, high and mighty. He's just like, you gotta be perfect or else fuck you. Spectre.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
He's a fan. He's a Spectre's fan. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. As far as you know, even if they do, who knows how effectively they really do that when they don't effectively hold their own like secret soldiers accountable for their bad behavior. And they're so like, they're so, I don't even know what the word is for being like, well, there's no proof. Being so like stuck on not having proof and not even like looking into it a little more. Being like, you know what? This keeps happening with Saren. This isn't the first time. That's weird. How are they chosen?
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They
you spying on me? That's what Jane would say.
They want you on their side. Nihilus
They've
was
been
supposed to
spying
give them
on
a
me?
final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
How are they organized?
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power.
Why do you start pacing in the middle of a conversation? Is he okay? Shadow Broker.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
So he's okay with necessary evil as long as he approves of it and thinks that it's necessary. How do you know what Saren's doing isn't necessary evil? I don't like Captain Anderson. I think he's dumb and judgmental and closed-minded and too, like, you know, you need to think outside the box a little bit. Goodbye.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
I guess we'll just save and quit here. I really like this game. It's just fun to do the dialogue and get all the lore. The lore's so good.